expand and simplify. So in this video, we're going to look at how we expand and simplify together. We know how to expand and we know how to simplify. So combining them isn't really that difficult, but let's work through this example to understand exactly how we go about it. So we know that the number on the outside of the bracket multiplies everything in the inside of the bracket. So in this case, 3 times 4 will give us 12, and then 3 times plus t will give us plus 3t, and that's the end of that first bracket, and that's the first part of our expansion. And then here we deal with this plus 2, and it's going to multiply everything in this second bracket, 5 plus t. So plus 2 times 5 will give us plus 10, and then plus 2 times t will give us plus 2t. So that's the first part, and that ends the expansion. And so the expansion, as we know, means getting rid of our brackets, multiplying out our brackets. So now we look for like terms. So we have our numbers here, this number here, 12, and this number here, 10 plus 10 together. So 12 plus 10 will give us 22. And then we deal with our t's, plus 3t plus 2t together will give us plus 5t. So that is how we would answer this one. So that's an example of expanding first and then simplifying. Let's have a look at a second example. A little bit more complicated, but it follows on quite nicely the same concepts. So everything in the inside of the bracket multiplied by this term here. So 2 times 3 will give us 6. I'm sure you got that. And then r times r will give us r squared. 2r times r squared will give us plus 2r cubed. Then, just as a reminder, when you are having a term that has a negative, everything in the answer here, when we multiply out, will be the opposite. So, negative 3 times 4 will be negative 12. And we still have our r squared. And then negative times negative will give us positive 6r squared. That takes care of our expansion, so r cubed there. Just be clear on that. We have 2 here and 1 here. So that will give us our expansion, and then we simplify by putting together our like terms. We have r to the power of 2, 6 of them here, r to the power of 2 here, negative 12 of them. So when you combine them together, you're going to get negative 6 r to the power of 2. And then here we have plus 2r cubed and plus 6r cubed. So when you put them together, you're going to get plus 8r cubed. So that's the answer there. So just be mindful that when you expand and simplify, take your time, expand out the brackets, look for your like terms, put them together. The only mistake you will make is where the signs are. So have a go at this and let's see how you do.